There we go. Doors are open. Ditching the car.
There he goes.
This isn't good. Justin is telling me that he might have something inside his hand.
Welcome to Viral Twist. Today's story is about a high-speed chase where a reckless driver tries to escape from police but faces an unexpected ending. You won't believe this.
The suspect is wanted for car-to-car shooting. You're looking at a silver Honda Civic. Again, this has traveled many miles because it was picked up in the Lakewood area. The Lakewood Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department is in pursuit of this driver. Stu, you mentioned as he crosses over the yellow lines there, weaving through traffic. Yep, in the center divide. Stu, you mentioned suspects. So what do you know about how many people are actually inside the wanted vehicle?
All right, we're still continuing following this pursuit. Again, from what we understand.
Right there again, doing that same maneuver that he's been doing here for a while, just riding that center island. That was one of the things also I was just going to mention. Some of those center islands, they're a little bit elevated. At those high speeds, if that driver's not paying attention, that might bring this thing to an end. Right now, wrong side of the road. You can see those deputies. They're not going to take that chance, but they're going to keep an eye on where this guy is going. Coming up to a major intersection right there. Doesn't look like he's slowing down. Making a hard right from that center divider right there. Continuing on. Brookhurst is the street. Clearly you see that right now. The speeds are always dropping when they make those high-speed turns, but he's really pushing that little Honda Civic. And again, deputies Lakewood down here in the Orange County area right now. They have their helicopter above it. They've been following this pursuit for most of the time. The reason why they don't want to give this thing up is this is a very dangerous suspect, and it's also going to be interesting when it comes to an end because that driver wanted for a car shooting, so that's a good possibility that that driver is on. Deputies right there, not sure what they're doing, but they are making some moves. It's giving this suspect an opportunity to kind of put some distance between him and those deputies. Now, the helicopter's keeping an eye on him as well, so even if they don't see him, they're getting information that he's making his way back out onto Brookhurst. Just heard the deputy in the helicopter say that. Those officers, they're kind of stuck there in traffic, but right now, I would guess that they're going to start. The cruisers have all come to a stop.
We are on, Stu, right now, Adams Avenue and Mesa Verde Drive in Costa Mesa. Speeds are picking up yet again, more than 70 miles per hour on these surface streets as these unassuming, innocent drivers don't know that this dangerous pursuit suspect is coming up behind them. The suspect, again, is wanted for a car-to-car shooting. This was picked up in Lakewood. It's the Lakewood...
Doors open. Doors open. I'm sorry, Marla, I didn't mean to cut you off. The doors are opening. It's kind of interesting. The passenger's door, they've been saying this earlier, too. Nobody's going to jump out of that car at 70 miles an hour. And if they do, well, then they're more foolish than I would even guess. But, yeah, you can see the driver's door is kind of popped open and also the passenger door. Well, that was so close right there. So close in that intersection, running a solid red. And you can see now those deputies, they're not going to make that move. They've actually dropped off a little bit. But, again, it does look like these suspects are making that attempt to maybe ditch that vehicle. Right now, though, we seem to be on one of those big roundabouts. We'll see where this vehicle goes. Every maneuver it has made has been dangerous for the most part, Marla. And, you know, I heard you mention that, you know, folks not knowing. That's one of the benefits, even when they're high speeds like this, to have some form of law enforcement behind a suspect vehicle. Those lights and sirens, you know, they're enough to get anybody's attention driving. And when they do, you look around. That's just that's what people do, and they might see it.
You know what's crazy about this also?
Making another turn right there.
What's crazy about this, Stu, is I know you're keeping a close eye on the car here, but we're also watching the speedometer there. 90+ miles per hour, and we're talking about through
wrong side of the road,
through surface streets, wrong side of the road, weaving around cars, door open. Doesn't even look like the driver has that much control of the vehicle.
Sorry, Bobby.
Right past that black and white. Go ahead.
I didn't know my mic is open like that, but he just almost clipped an officer that was basically on the wrong side of the road, just driving probably to get to this chase. I don't know if you saw it right there, was right underneath those trees, but this just getting more and more intense. The close calls, the numbers are climbing. You know, odds. You know that every time he gets one of those close calls, you just think to myself. I think to myself, is that, you know, how many more of these can this guy do? And right now, 80 miles an hour, Costa Mesa surface streets out here. Yes, the roads are wider, but, you know, you're going 80 miles an hour. Anything could happen. Nobody's going to be pulling out of an intersection, looking down there. You see a car coming. You're not thinking that guy's going 80, and you might think, oh, I'm clear, and pull out right in front of this guy. Bobby, I can answer that question for you. We know that there's somebody in the passenger seat as well. When the driver's side door was opening, the passenger door was opening as well. Might not have been able to see that, but in this helicopter, my monitor is very good, and he definitely has two people, at least two people inside that vehicle, the driver and at least one passenger. It seems like he's slowing down a little bit. Now, don't know if this is like the adrenaline's wearing off for that driver, or possibly he's thinking that maybe he's not being followed anymore. But as soon as I say that, making a hard turn right there, it does seem like he picks these parking lots, and that's kind of interesting because there you go. This is right what I was trying to explain was, you know, every time he seems to pick a parking lot, it seems like he's able, there he goes on the sidewalk right there, cutting across, wrong side of the road. You know, he always finds a way out, and then he found a way out that way. And apparently here comes they're re-engaging right now, meaning those black and whites on the ground. They're basically going to be lights and sirens trying to catch back up to them. So you're probably going to see some of those speeds pick back up again. Is this good? Is this bad? The only thing I can say is that at least the lights and sirens from the law enforcement will give the public heads up that something's going on. But the way this guy is driving, those high speeds, those quick maneuvers, those crosses and against other vehicles, and the red light running. That's just every time he gets through one of those major intersections down here and running a red light, I tell you, my blood runs cold. We did see it was a very tight shot, but it did seem like there he goes again, going back into a parking lot. I don't know if this isn't, you know, if he knows the area this well, where he knows that there's a way to sneak out, because there you go. He basically, how did he know that? Whoop, right, oh, almost. Marla, that part, that's a little, you know, that's for our assignment desk. We picked it up. We got the notification. We were starting up for the noon show. We got the notification from our desk saying, oh, this looks like it might be over. Maybe not. That was kind of weird. Maybe he's just trying to park it. But yeah, the only thing we know is armed suspect pursuit, wanted for a car-to-car shooting. It almost looks like, I hope he's not playing just, you know, taunting those officers or those deputies down there, because it's a cul-de-sac, so this is a dead end. So we'll see what happens right there. Of course, possibly armed suspect, probably armed suspect. And there we go. Doors are open, ditching the car.
There he goes.
This isn't good. Justin is telling me that he might have something inside his hand. Look at that. Look at that. Just the way he was running right there, jumping up on the hood, making this run. It does definitely look like he has something in his hand. You know, is it a cell phone? Is it a weapon? This is what officers have to deal with. And why would you take it with you? That was for him. You know, this is the way these end in such poor ways. I'm just, you know, be careful, Justin, right now, because that definitely looks like a gun. And if the officers show up, they are not going to be.
We're going to have to be careful here, Stu, because it looks like he appears to be cocking the weapon, the gun.
He does.
So he is armed. We do believe he's armed from what we can see from this live shot.
Don't tell me.
And this suspect quickly losing steam here as he continues to run, jumped over a fence or a wall, and then runs, and it's almost like he's hobbling at this point.
It looks like some sort of a business complex or a school, as you pointed out, Stu. And you have to remember, there's another, there was a passenger as well.
Yeah, the passengers seem to be kind of stagnant at the car. The driver running now looks like he's making his way. He's going out to the car park. We're working with Adam at Artiller today. He hasn't taken cover anywhere, but this is something dangerous. No.
Oh my goodness.
No. Oh, you can see that guy. He's like, yeah, I got nothing to do with it. Take my car. Yeah. And you know, and you got to wonder, is there keys in it? You know. So, and it looks like we're at a school. That definitely looks like a play area. He's out of the car, Justin. He's out of the car. He's running again.
So
out of the car, running again.
There must have not been keys inside the vehicle or something? He's got hands up in the air.
Okay, something's going on. Law enforcement's got to be somewhere right around the corner. Oh, thank goodness. But again, this guy not in custody. Not in custody. and you can clearly see where these officers are at. They are going to approach with caution.